Hello everyone, welcome to History and Culture. Since the establishment of the imperial examination system during the Sui and early Tang dynasties, the court has consistently sought talented individuals. However, one era stands out as particularly unique, the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom period. Hong Xiuquan, despite multiple attempts to pass the imperial examinations, was always unsuccessful. After founding the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom, he reformed the examination system, the most notable change being the introduction of a women's section, allowing women to participate in the examinations and enter official positions. Fu Shangxiang, the only female top scholar in history, was born in 1833 in Nanjing. Her father, Fu Huai, was a Qing Dynasty scholar who repeatedly failed to pass the examinations and could only secure a position as a student through donations, serving as a clerk in Yuan County, now part of Nanjing. Fu Shangxiang eventually rose to the position of prime minister. But her fate remains mysterious, leaving much to the imagination of later generations. According to historians, Fu Shangxiang was well versed in the 4 books and 5 classics from a young age and was exceptionally bright. Her father recognized her talent and hired a private tutor for her. When she was 8 years old, both of her parents passed away, and her family's fortunes quickly declined. At the age of 13, following her father's wishes, her brother married her off to a family of the Li surname, with whom she had a betrothal. Her husband was 6 years younger and still a naive child. When she was 18, her husband died of measles, leaving the young Shangxiang a widow before they had consummated their marriage. Just as she was contemplating her future, her mother-in-law planned to sell her for some money. Upon learning of this, Fu Shangxiang was terrified and quickly devised a way to escape this perilous situation. On January 11, 1851, more than 20,000 soldiers of the Taiping army initiated an armed uprising in Jintian village, Guangxu. On March 19, 1853, the Taiping army captured Nanjing and renamed it Tianjing, establishing it as the capital of the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom and formally opposing the Qing dynasty. Faced with this situation, Fu Shangxiang resolutely joined the Taiping army. Subsequently, Fu Shangxiang signed up for the new imperial examinations established by Hong Xiuquan. One of Hong's bold initiatives was the addition of a women's section, with his sister serving as an examiner to oversee the tests. Over 600 participants took part in this examination, and the questions for both men and women were the same, focusing on the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom and the true emperor system of Heavenly Father and Heavenly Brother. In the examination hall, Fu Shangxiang showcased her extraordinary talent. She wrote fluently, quickly producing over 10,000 words, filled with wisdom, and received high praise from the examiners during the initial review. After several rounds of selection, Fu Shangxiang's work eventually reached the desk of Dong Wang Jiaqing. After reading it, Dong Wang was profoundly impressed by her talent, particularly by a point she made in her writing: the 3 sovereigns are not to be emperors, the 5 emperors are not to be emperors, only I, the emperor, am the true emperor. Overjoyed, Dong Wang took up his red brush and unhesitatingly declared Fu Shangxiang the top scholar of the women's section. Thus, Fu Shangxiang became the first and only female top scholar in Chinese history, marking a historic breakthrough for women in the imperial examination system. After the examination, Dong Wang Jiaqing personally summoned Fu Shangxiang to the Dong Wang residence and placed her in a position of importance. Soon after, he appointed her as female historical officer, responsible for drafting orders and organizing documents. Due to her intelligence and capability, Fu Shangxiang quickly advanced to the role of registrar, assisting Dong Wang in reviewing all documents and correspondence. As Fu Shangxiang's talents became increasingly recognized, her achievements reached Hong Xiuquan's ears. Intrigued, he often asked Yang Xiuqing to lend her to him for service. Each time, Fu Shangxiang perfectly completed the tasks assigned by Hong Xiuquan. Consequently, He decided to have her fully assist Yang Xiuqing in handling government affairs and conferred upon her the title of Prime Minister. Under the influence of Fu Shangxiang, Eastern King Yang Xiuqing implemented several reforms in the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom. He strictly prohibited his subordinates from damaging cultural relics and established a large museum within the Eastern King's residence. These measures made significant contributions to the protection and development of Tianjing's cultural heritage. Additionally, Fu Shangxiang assisted Yang Xiuqing in formulating policies for the liberation of women, advocating for gender equality and promoting the idea that all women in the world are sisters. During this time, Fu Shangxiang earned widespread acclaim among the people, and a saying emerged that highlighted her and Hong Xuanzhao's prominence. In martial affairs, there is Hong Xianzhao, in literary affairs, there is Fu Shangxiang. However, not long after, the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom, which had risen from Guangxu to establish its capital in Tianjing, began to lose its direction in just 4 short years. While the Taiping soldiers fought valiantly across various regions, the peasant leaders rapidly succumbed to corruption. Heavenly King Hong Xiuquan and the eastern, northern, and Wing kings built luxurious palaces in Tianjing, leading increasingly extravagant lives. They flaunted their wealth, always surrounded by large entourages. Eastern King Yang Xiuqing even had dozens of wives and concubines but remained unsatisfied, frequently seeking younger and more beautiful women. In this environment, Yang Xiuqing developed a lustful desire for Fu Shangxiang and forcibly took her. Subsequently, he forbade her from participating in political affairs and often complained about her involvement in governance. Soon after, the Tianjing incident occurred in 1856, marking a public split among the leadership of the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom. Historical records indicate that after establishing their capital in Tianjing, rifts grew among the main leaders. Yang Xiuqing, Wei Changhui, and Shi Dekai formed their own factions and engaged in struggles for power and resources. Yang Xiuqing held most military and political authority, and his arrogant and overbearing style exacerbated conflicts with Hong Xiuquan, Wei Changhui, Shi Dekai, and Qin Rigang. Between August and September 1856. After the Qing army's defeat in Jiangnan, Yang Xiuqing pressured Hong Xiuquan to be enshrined in the Eastern King's palace. Hong Xiuquan was very dissatisfied with Yang Xiuqing's actions. Consequently, he secretly ordered Wei Changhui and Shi Dekai to return to Tianjing to deal with Yang Xiuqing. After receiving the order, Wei Changhui immediately led troops back to Tianjing, surrounding the Eastern King's residence, where he executed Yang Xiuqing and his family, resulting in a massacre in Tianjing and instituting a reign of terror. Shi Dekai fled to Anqing. Wei Changhui's slaughter and tyrannical rule ignited the fury of the soldiers in Tianjing. Shi Dekai also urged Hong Xiuquan to punish Wei Changhui, leading to Hong Xiuquan executing Wei Changhui and over 200 of his close followers in early November. At the end of November, when Shi Dekai returned to Tianjing, Hong Xiuquan appointed him to manage political affairs, but remained suspicious, elevating his brother to a position of power and restricting Shi Dekai's authority. In June 1857, Shi Dekai led his troops to defect. In May 1863, he fell into the encirclement of Qing troops and was completely annihilated. The Tianjing incident severely weakened the Taiping army and caused them to miss the opportunity to decisively defeat their enemies, marking a turning point in the decline of the Taiping Heavenly Kingdom. It is worth noting that the fate of Fu Shangxiang remains shrouded in mystery, with several different accounts regarding her ultimate destiny. The first account suggests that Fu Shangxiang, as the highest-ranking female official in the Eastern King's palace, was killed amidst the chaos and her body was thrown into the river, swept away by the currents. Thus, a talented woman perished, leaving behind only her tragic legend. The second account posits that Fu Shangxiang miraculously escaped this calamity but did not forget the Eastern King's kindness. She organized the remaining forces of the Eastern King's palace and allied with Wing King Shi Dekai to attack the Northern King's residence in revenge for Yang Xiuqing. It is said that an ancient stele serves as evidence of this. The third account states that during the Tianjing incident, Fu Shangxiang was imprisoned by northern king Wei Changhui, but later was rescued by someone sent by Hong Xianzhao. She then married Taiping king Tan Shaoguang. But upon hearing the news of Tan Shaoguang being harmed by his own men in Suzhou, Fu Shangxiang died of grief. The final account claims that Fu Shangxiang had long eloped with her colleague He Zhenchuan and lived in obscurity in the alleys of Shanghai, until no one knew their identities. This is the History and Culture channel. Liking and subscribing are the greatest help and support to us. Thank you everyone and see you in the next time.